$6,500 for stickers? Well, not quite. I'll include a link to the Doug Smith Rams website in the description down below. They're providing us with this RHO. Ask for Brad if you have any questions. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood is the high output Hurricane. That's a 3-liter twin turbo inline 6, goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy is 14 around town, 16 on the highway, with power outputs being 540 horsepower and then 521 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. Giant Mopar decal there on the hood. You still have the marker lights there and the venting Hurricane high output badge with all the rest of the venting too. The RHO has the fancier headlights, and then you've got kind of a gray finish on the grille, and then blue tow hooks with this Mopar Edition. You also have skid plate protection, parking sensors, fog lights, so a lot of front end equipment. Steering wheel setup is 325 by 65 by 18, so 35-inch tall tires. You get the beadlock wheels with this package. They're silver with the ring and the metallic gray in the center. Giant fender flares and of course fenders as well with the RHO. You get some venting there on the back, and this one also has the running boards. Another Mopar decal here on the side. And then we do have the Bilstein Blackhawk shocks with the RHO. It's coil sprung front and rear. Here's your side profile. You can see that decal, well, of course it stands out quite a bit. When it comes to key fob features, we've got the RHO logo there on the back. On the front face, we have our lock and unlock tailgate drop down, and then the remote start. Outlet in the bed, LED lights. This has bed liner, the cargo tie-down points. It also has the Ram sport bar. You can add lights to that. And it has the bed spare tire carrier. If that wasn't enough bed equipment, the tailgate is power up. Fancier taillights here, another Mopar decal with the blue recovery points out back. And then this does have the little bumper step there. That will cap things off for the exterior of this Mopar Edition. This week's giveaway is huge if you are a NASCAR fan. Dream Giveaway is working with the King Richard Petty to offer a fully custom wide-body Hellcat Charger. It produces 885 horsepower. It's got wheels, it's got an exhaust, it's got custom leather seats. It really does have everything. Not only can you win this car, but it will come with $25,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes, and your donation goes to help children's and veterans charities. Use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus entries with any donation, $25 or more. Let's now check out the interior. Nice stitching here in the door panel. We've got some Alcantara carbon fiber trim too. Not really noticing a difference with the seats, but this does come with the fully loaded seats, so they're all leather. That does mean the seats have the recline function. We also have a little bucket there in the back. We've got all the storage there with little holders down below. Cup holders, carbon fiber, heated ventilated seats for the rear, USB ports, full power outlet. This has it all back here. Keyless entry for up front. Let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then down below you've got your massage seat function memory seat. This has the Harman Kardon sound system. The mirrors power fold in, front two windows are automatic. They also have acoustic glass, and then lots of fun, nice trim on the front. 1253 for the payload capacity with this truck. RHO there on the seat, perforated all down the center, and then we do have power adjustments with lumbar support on the side. To the left of the steering wheel, you've got your pedal adjustment, light controls, the button to turn on the cargo outlet, and then there is a fancier finish on the pedals. Now this leads us to the steering wheel. You've got perforated trim on either side, paddle shifters on the back, radio controls on the back too. This has adaptive cruise control with your lane centering, controls for the center stack, a little bit of carbon fiber at the bottom of the steering wheel as well. Full digital gauge cluster is going to come with the different views, so there's your digital view. The first was analog, then you have a sport view, and then your Baja view, so it's pretty customizable with the overall system, and you can also just change the entire information that's displayed. This does have a heads-up display. You've got more nice trim across the dash. Again, Harman Kardon sound system. 360 camera system with this. Bunch of different viewpoints that you can see out of good resolution too. As for the infotainment system, this is the large unit, so you still have analog controls, and as I said, for the climate and the radio, but a little bit more screen. Turn that down for volume. But yeah, it's got that shortcut bar at the bottom. It's relatively quick to respond, but yeah, stuff like the parking sensors and trailer brake controls are partially built into the screen. You still get physical buttons for the auxiliary switches, and then the other half the trailer brake controls, and then you notice all the USB ports, phone charging pad below that, and then I think at the very bottom, if I remember right, oh no, they get rid of the outlet with this version. Now we do have our drive mode select. You can actually just press this button and that'll pull up the tab on the screen here in the center for all the modes for both on-road, off-road use, Baja driving, rock crawling. It's got it all.
And then we do have our drive line, so it's a part-time four-wheel drive, well, sorry, full-time four-wheel drive with this one, but it does have a 2-speed transfer case, axle lock, launch control, and then you have your off-road cruise control and auto stop-start. Shifter for the 8-speed, some cup holders, and then the center console's got a special plaque on it, 195 of 250, because this is a Mopar Edition, it's kind of special. And that all opens up. This one has an outlet inside this part of the center console, and then lockbox too. That's another part of the Mopar Edition is lockbox. Passenger screen, glove box below that, camera rear view mirror with this, power sliding rear window. No sunroof on this particular one. Now you can see the base MSRP is just under 70, Mopar Edition 6500, but it's not just the decals, it also adds stuff like the tow hooks. No, but the beadlock wheels and the spray-in bed liner and the ram bar, there's a lot of things. Anyways, $88,830 is the total MSRP. Let's see how this Mopar Edition performs. Now on the surface this might seem ludicrous, but I actually have a really good case as to why you should purchase the Mopar Edition. I'm not a huge person on upselling. I still think the best RHO is the base model. Let's start with that. I still think the best RHO is the base model because it has pretty much everything you'd want. It has all the performance, and it's just a little bit over $70,000 after destination. So like, yeah, if you're looking for like the RHO value, that's the one to get. And I would get that over a Raptor too. I mean, that is such a phenomenal truck. But this also has some benefits to it. You know what's crazy? This just right off the bat drives so similar to my Jeep. It's crazy how similar, because I've got that AEV kit on my Jeep with the 8100 series Bilstein shocks. And obviously Bilstein makes the shocks on these too. But it's just the Baja type floaty feel. It's like the same. So it's interesting to feel it. Now this is a longer wheelbase, so there's gonna be more stability with it, but just the initial feel is similar to the Jeep. Man, you gotta love Ram's interiors. Just the fin finish is tight and the build quality is really good. Material use is nice. They do a really good job. It's something that Ford just, I don't know if they'll ever be able to compete, because it doesn't seem like they care. Yeah, I love the floatiness. Love the floatiness. Perfect. This is quiet. Again, acoustic glass up front, like I said, so it's very insulated. I mean, this is a luxury vehicle, and this is the thing that's nice about these modern full-size pickup trucks, especially the Baja type ones like this. This is a do-everything type vehicle. It's your off-road vehicle, it's your daily driver, it's your family car, it's your fun car, because I mean, this has over 500 horsepower and it handles well, and it can tow. It's not going to tow as much as our standard 1500, but it can still tow. Pop it into sport mode here. Make everything a little bit more aggressive. Good thing we're behind the wee-woo squad and not in front of the wee-woo squad. That means that we have a better chance of getting a real acceleration, you know? Create a little bit of space here. This Kia Soul's like tailgating me hardcore. Look at that. Boom! It's got power. And again, you gotta remember, this has 35-inch tall tires. It can move them. Now the sound of this, it's not bad. It's okay. It's super smooth with the acceleration. It just doesn't sound super aggressive. But man, this is comfortable. This is a highway cruiser. You actually don't get a lot of wind noise, even with the ram bar. And the suspension's just soaking everything up. You feel a little bit, but it's not bad at all. Kind of just floats. And it's pretty quiet. It's pretty darn quiet. Makes me miss my TRX. So why should you buy the Mopar Edition? It's expensive. Here's my thoughts. If you're gonna get a fully loaded RHO anyways, right, you're getting all the bells and whistles. No, my backpack. Anyways, you're getting all the bells and whistles. You might as well get the Mopar Edition, because realistically, you look at all the items this has, and you're paying a little bit of a premium for the Mopar, but not a lot. And that's kind of what Stellantis always does with these special editions, is the package itself is pretty expensive and it's kind of like sticker shock. But then once you take out all the different items, the package, you go, oh, you're asking like a small premium for the special edition, but you're asking us to buy a fully loaded vehicle. So if you are going to buy a fully loaded RHO, this is the way to go. because it's like you're getting these options anyways. You might as well get something that's limited edition. So I'm not saying it's going to make resale value like infinitely better, but what it will do is it gives you something unique, and it could help out resale in the future in terms of, you know, you're the only one with an RHO Mopar Edition for sale in the market, supply and demand, right? So then you might be able to find a buyer a little bit quicker. You also have to find someone that likes the decals, but I like them. They're not, you know, on a black truck, it's not too over the top. But let me know your thoughts.